to the center. Tucking toes, step forward one, and back into that down dog. Stretch it out. Right leg up to the ceiling. Stretch up. Bring the hips square. Adho Mukha Ekapada. So it's your Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. One-legged down dog. Turn the toes towards the left side. Step forward, far forward. Virabhadrasana 1. Hold and breathe, drop down the hip. Virabhadrasana 2. Beautiful. From here, you're going to straighten up completely. We're working to Utthita Trikonasana. So make sure that foot is nicely facing in. Okay? And make sure that foot is out. So it's 60 and it's 90. Lift up tall, stretch armpits to fingertips and working straight over. Stretch. Arm coming down. If you need a block, you're welcome. Otherwise, just push the hand straight in. Chin along chest, looking up. Nice. Hold. Breathe. Make sure you're pushing your hips forward, your shoulders are stacking, and you're lengthening into this pose. And up you come. Both feet facing forward, hands onto your waist. So from here, this is when we're going to work into our head balance. So remember, there's warnings for head balances: high blood pressure, spinal injuries. Obviously, if you haven't done any other exercise, I found a lot of people doing a lot of other exercise. Don't do this straight away now. We've already worked ourselves into sweat. So not often we do the exercise, the head balance at the beginning of the class. We're doing a power yoga class already. So we've tried to work ourselves into it, to do it where we're at a peak with pushing ourselves a little bit further. That's why I've put it here. So if you're menstruating, I don't want you going into your head balance. I want you going into a dolphin. So we'll work into a dolphin. If not, I want you to work into both of your Sirsasana and your Bakasana. So I'm going to demonstrate everything. Get a blanket. Okay, so you have your blanket there. This is my wall. If you want to work to a wall, work to a wall. Your legs are wide open. So firstly, let's start right at the beginning. You who know what you are doing, you're going to go into Sirsasana or Bakasana. Sirsasana is the one with your hand together. You're going to put them together, place it little babies, thumbs up, and you're placing it down like this. We're trying to work with our legs open, lifting up, okay? Those who are not doing any of that, you're going into a dolphin. You're going to bring yourself down. You're going to work into your down dog. You're going to place the elbows down. Keep your head off the floor and walk yourself forward. Okay, you're holding it here. And you push your head between your arms, keeping your head up and lifting up one leg at a time. So that's what you're going to be working into. The rest of you, you're placing down your blanket. Your legs are open. So I'll work into Sirsasana first. So elbows working down, hands together, tucking baby fingers, thumbs up, dropping my head, shoulders, and slowly working up. So you can work up against the wall if you need to. Feet, and slowly coming up. You're going to hold this for at least a couple of minutes. So I'm working with you. Hold it. Feet are flexed, toes together, heels can be apart for this pose. Let's hold and breathe. I'm not going to push you too hard. I want you to do the second pose too. So let's work into the second pose slowly. You're going to open up and you're going to slowly come down. You should have a nice space on your blanket. You can see a triangle. Hands at the bottom. Head's going to go right into the top there. If you can only work one, work that same one. Try and stay up in it. Head down. Elbows are still staying in. Legs up. Working straight into it. Toes in. Let's hold this one for a couple of minutes. Remember, feet are flexed. Toes down, heels out. Ooh. If you can't do it, you're still doing a dolphin. You lift up one leg at a time, or you can just go into a down dog. Enjoy this moment. And slowly it starts to come out. All right. Remove your little blanket, come back to where I am in the middle. Your legs are still open. Hands onto your waist, and up you come. So nothing should have really moved. We're going to stretch our arms out to the side. You're going to take out your left foot to 90, right foot into 60, hips squared to the front. And we're working to Tita Trikonasana to the other side. So stretching over, lengthen. Slowly working down, chin on chest, looking up. Nice deep breath. Hold. So your hand can be flat onto the back as you breathe into it from here. Nice. And slowly up you come. Arms above your head. We're going to work to the other side of our mat. So I want you to bend the knee, come facing to the other side. Hands down, step back into a plank. Go to the center. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Opening up, shoulders back. Just have a little rest here for a moment. And into a down dog. Stretch it out. Okay. So let's work with our right leg once again. Lifting up and right. Hips square. Stepping forward with the right. Up you come. Virabhadrasana 1. Whoopsie daisy. Nice. And slowly open Virabhadrasana 2. Reversing warrior. And coming back. All the way down to the floor. Stepping back, plank. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha up. Into a down dog, stretch it out. Left leg up to the ceiling. Step it forward. Up you come. Nice, Virabhadrasana 2. Reverse warrior. And up you come. This time, straighten the legs. I want you to bring them closer together. So you know a good size for you. I can be quite wide, but you might have to be a little bit smaller. Inner leg distance, but with a little step closer for you. So from here, let's work to our right side first. I want you to go onto the right heel, turn out the foot. Place your hands onto your waist. Onto the left toe, up and down. So both feet are facing perfectly straight to the side, parallel with the edges of the mat. Pull the inner thighs. Stretch the arms out. I'm going to extend all the way back, placing the hands either into prayer or into fists. Fists touching one another. Roll the shoulders back, lift through the chest, pull those inner thighs together. We're working ourselves forward. So as you lengthen, you want to work to your extremes, so where you can go to. Now I want you to feel your hips. Try and get the hips nice and square. So working into the hips, lengthening into it. You'll see if your feet are parallel. Hold and breathe. Elbows are nicely turned up and lengthen. we're going to come back to the front. So all you're going to do is you're going to go on the heel of your right and the toes of your left and come back to a whoopsie, perfect neutral place. And up you come. You can keep your hands behind your back. Shoulders are still back. We'll work to the other side. So heel of the left. Toes of the right. Up. Down. Now, shoulders back. Pull the inner thighs. Lifting up tall. We're going to extend forward. So making sure you're working forward. You're pulling the inner thighs. Hips are nice and square. Work to your maximum. And feel your hips. So try and get them nice and lengthened and equal on both sides. Hold and breathe. So listen to me first. Come back to the front. It's the heel of the left, toes of the right. So heel of the left, toes of the right. And back to the front. This time place your hands into your waist. And up you come. Fantastic. Did very well. Okay. So from here, we're going to open our arms up. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, right leg out. Lifting up onto the top, bending down. So you're going to bend down. And you're going to slowly work into a standing split. So hands down, lift up the left. Drop the head. I want you to work into it. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Try and lengthen. Try and stretch. Now bend your right, step back. Step into a down dog, stretch it out. I want you to look at your hands, step forward with the left foot, lift up your right, up you go. Big stretch, drop the head. Stretch, 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 stretch. And slowly step back into your down dog, stretch it out. Beautiful. Look at your hands. You can either step or jump yourself forward. Place your bunion bones to touch. Ankles apart, hands to prayer, roll the shoulders, up we come. Okay, so I want you to get hold of your strap. Grab your strap. We're going to stand in the center of our mats. And we're going to have a little bit of fun. So we're going to work into this pose, Padangusthasana, and I want you to really focus on holding it. So all this power yoga, we've worked a little bit of cardio. Now we're going to really work on that stamina side, bringing that internal heat and holding something. If your balance is shocking, go against the wall. I'll give you permission, but I'd like you to really work a little bit away from it. So you can lean back onto it, but try and get away from it. Alright, so you're going to lift up your right foot first. If you don't need the strap, don't use it, but don't round through it. So we're going to bring up. If you can, hold your foot with a straight leg. You can work into that. So I'm going to just work without the strap. It helps me have more better balance. So I'm lifting up tall. My arm is in the inside. I'm going to straighten through that leg. So join me. Make sure you've got your strap around the foot if you need it. And lift up tall. Shoulders are back. Shoulders are nice and equal. Hold it here. Now slowly I'm going to start to open up to the side. As I do that, I'm going to bring my arm out. Standing up tall. Hips are square. We're going to hold it here for a little while. So it's about the balance. Find the balance. One arm is balancing the other. Shoulders back and down. Slowly bring that foot forward. Place my hand back onto my waist. Now my whole idea is to try and keep that leg where it is. I don't want it to move. So I'm keeping it there. And I'm going to lift the arms. For 3, 2, 1. Slowly working down. Fantastic work. Let's work to the other side. So again, if you need a belt, please use the belt. You place your right hand on. Left foot comes up. Holding on. Balance, you will sit up tall. Let's start off by straightening. We're going to hold. Shoulders are back. Lengthen. Slowly let's start to open up. Work it. Hold. Hold. Beautiful. With control, you're coming back in. Now I want the leg to stay where it is. Bring up those arms. Oops. For 3, 2, 1. Let's go down. Fantastic. Okay, we're working to our tree posture. So I want you to make sure that you have your knee out to the side. Your left foot forward, right foot 90. Making sure that also you don't put your right foot onto your knee. It's either below the knee and the knee is out, or it's above the knee and the knee is out. Get your balance. Open up the hips. Again, if you need the wall, you can always place this knee onto the wall because then it opens you up better. Hands into the waist. So we're just going to work a minute up there. So arms coming out. And let's start to lift. Slowly, focus on the breath, lifting up through the chest. Stretching into the arms, lifting up through the hips. Hands coming together right above. Down just above your head. And down towards the heart center. So 1 minute on the clock from here. Oopsie. Nice deep breathing. Keep smiling. If you're hurting anywhere in the shin or the calf, pull up more. So I want you to lift up more. Bring any pain that you're feeling down there, lift it up. Bring it into your buttocks. Bring it into your core. Hold it through that. Oops, I shouldn't be looking down all the time. But I'm looking at the time to make sure I give you the right, correct timing. Not much longer. Just hold it. Breathing. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up above the head. Stretching up to the ceiling. Arms slowly coming down. Fantastic, very easy. And walking it out. So we go to the other side. So left foot out. Hips nice and square. And slowly placing your foot either below or above the knee. Knees out. Let's begin. Find your spot to look at. And start to stretch. Lifting up, growing into it. Grow, grow, grow. Arms up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Hands together. Nicely above the head. Push the knee out. And then hands towards the heart center. I'm putting you on the clock. Just 1 minute, that's it. Shoulders back. Lift up out of it. Breathe. Think happy thoughts. It's always the easiest. Don't laugh at yourself. Give yourself time. Be humble. Be kind. Be sincere. And just breathe. Remember lifting out of it. So anything that's sore, move out of that space. Try and take that pain and try and distribute it through the body. So it's not all in one little place. Wow, that went so quickly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can place your hands up above your head. Stretching up to the ceiling. And slowly starting to open. That was the quickest. Amazing. And releasing that foot down. Fantastic stuff. Okay, let's go down to the floor. So we're going to work into Navasana, our boat pose. So I want you to make sure you're sitting nicely on your sitting bones, not on your tailbone, on your sitting bones. So find that spot, okay, that you're not, so it's not there, it's there. Can you hear it? I hope so. That's it. Sounds terrible, but that's the spot. Okay, from here, hold on underneath your knees, roll your shoulders back, sit up tall with your chest, bring your legs up, and we'll let go and hold on either side. Straightening out, lifting, breathe into it. You know, just take your right leg and stretch it up. Bring it down, left leg up. Bring it down, right, left, right, and left. And then you're going to hold right there. Place your hands behind your head. Slowly, as you push your legs